Good Monday morning, everybody. It's Zach. I'm messaging you here from our new office at 706 South Euclid in Bay City. And this is going to be a weekly episodic little video that I'm going to do to kind of summarize things going on this week, either that have already passed or are about to happen, just to make sure that you all have an opportunity to kind of know what's going on and stay informed with the SBLC. I know that we're all over the place with social media because we're up north, we're in Saginaw, we're out looking for birds or whatever it might be. So it's a busy little place with more people than ever involved with it. So I thought maybe just a quick weekly news update would be something that would be helpful. So if you like this, let me know in the comments. Couple quick updates about this week. First of all, right now in Saginaw, we have an army out there cleaning up trash and doing woody debris, things like that. So our 4 field professionals this year are out there with Ted and Trevor as we speak, so that's 6. And then we have 2 Osprey Award winners, Rob Brown and Neil Phelps, out there with their Seeds crew. Seeds is a Traverse City-based nonprofit, but they put local work crews, out in the conservation space, helping their community in various communities around Michigan, including Saginaw. So they've got 6 plus the 2 of them, so that's 8 plus our 6, that's 14. So there's 14 individuals out there in Cathedral District right now, picking up trash, mowing brush, removing debris and old dead trees and things, and making way for something very exciting, which is our first planting of the season. So we are looking forward to probably Friday when we're actually be getting seeds in the ground for our flowering lawn treatment on some of these vacant lots. Many thanks to the many SBLC donors and sponsors that are making that possible. We'll talk all about that in a future episode, or possibly on our podcast. You might not know this because it's brand new, but we do have a podcast called Fox and the Forest. You can find it on iTunes or Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast. Or also find it on our website, saginawland.org, and you can find updates there. By the way, our Facebook page is where you're going to find most daily updates, and you're going to find information about volunteer events, etc. So if you are not already following us, please do so. Like our page and then subscribe or follow our feed so you can get notifications about things going on. We've had more volunteer interest than ever this year, which has been fantastic, so thank you. Okay, second, later this week we're going to be doing something that we call Every Bird Counts. Every Bird Counts is one of our most endearing and enduring fundraisers. We're not a big fundraising organization, as you well know. We don't have lots of events and things. We send letters, we have the Osprey Awards, and then we get to work. But one thing that we do every year is called Every Bird Counts, and this sort of stemmed from Trevor and I going birding with friends 6-7 years ago, as it were, and we decided, hey, let's have a bird-a-thon, see if people want to sponsor us per species, and then we'll get out there. So what we do is we go out, we bird for 24 hours. It's going to be Wednesday night at 6 until Thursday at 6, so a 24-hour period. And predominantly we use like the northern part of the watershed because that includes Iosco County in that, which is killer for birds. And then anyway, I'll tell you more about that in a sec. But what we do is a 24-hour birding derby there. We get sponsors from all over. Dozens of people sponsor us, everywhere from 25 cents to several dollars per species. And if we find 100 species, for instance, and you contributed a 50-cent pledge, then that means you'd owe a $50 donation. So it's kind of a fun way to financially support the Land Conservancy. Just a little more added value than just writing an old check, but we gladly accept checks as well. I know that we're on a pace for actually record-setting fundraising with Every Bird Counts this year because of just the volume of pledges we have so far. So our target is to try to find about 130 species to 140 species, which should net us close to $5,000 for conservation programming to support the SBLC and the stuff that we do. So that is amazing. So I'm hoping that is the case. As I said, we do a 24-hour birding derby, and it's interesting because every year it's a different strategy and try to figure out how we're going to go about it. This year I think we're going to start at Tawas Point State Park at 6 and try to get a head start on warblers and migratory songbirds. And then we can also check the lake there for any ducks like mergansers or loons, or I know that loons are not ducks, but you know what I mean. We'd be out at the lake shore there. Maybe we'd get lucky and see pelicans or something like that, swans, whatever it might be. And then we'll probably head up to Tuttle Marsh, which is in the extreme north area that we're going to be exploring. And we'll take in the evening at Tuttle Marsh because marsh birds tend to make noise at night. And then we will also stay out late and look for whippoorwills, nighthawks, owls, things like that, which can be identified primarily by sound, obviously, their calls and that at night. We'll probably crash at like 11 or midnight and then get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, get out to Tawas Point before first light, and then we'll take in the morning warblers there at about, I don't know, 8 or 9. Then we'll start heading into grassland territories and Kirtland's warbler habitat. A lot of interesting things. So it's going to be an exciting adventure, and I will try to bring you guys along via social media. I know that I'll be using this rig and doing some video and photography the whole time so we can share the story with you of our adventure. But we're going to have a big crew because we have our whole staff. We've got a couple of young people coming with us, some volunteers, so it's going to be fun. And we're looking forward to seeing people out in the field. If you are watching this and you're a birder and you want to intercept us that day, let us know. If not, follow along online here, and hopefully I'm going to capture some epic video of some of the most special wildlife here in our region, and I can share that with you as well. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to get back to work. We have a bunch of things going on here. We're working on Talking Trash. Logan, our intern's doing research on that. We'll be talking about that in a future episode. That's a regional litter campaign that we're going to be trying to assemble, or we are going to be assembling. We're also working on some administrative stuff, doing the final elements of moving into here into our new facility, updating our website, a bunch of other stuff. So crazy busy little week here for the SBLC. Thank you all for your support. Thanks for watching this. If you enjoyed this dispatch, please let me know because it's easy for me to do, and I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to follow us and stay informed on what's going on. So thanks very much. Enjoy your week. Have a good time. Get outside. Enjoy migration, and we will see you soon.